Hey guys, what's up? This is Jackie from the Raiders Rampage, and today I'm here with Madilynn Dale. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing well.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name's Madilynn Dale. I'm based out of Oklahoma. I'm a new indie author. I've been writing for about 2 years now. Recently published my first book back in March. Still all new and exciting. But I have a bachelor's degree in sports medicine kinesiology and an associate's degree in physical therapy assistant sciences. I work occasionally, which is PRN kind of to those in the health field as a PTA. But right now I'm staying at home, staying safe, and taking care of my 2-year-old. So,
Oh, so you're busy.
yes.
You don't like to be bored, do you?
Nope, not with a 2-year-old.
Right.
Never
Yeah.
a dull moment.
They keep you busy, that's for sure. I have nieces and nephews, and one's 3 and one's 4, so
Oof,
yeah, and then we have twins on my husband's side that are 2, so I get it.
that's a handful.
Yeah. So it's pretty busy around here too.
It sounds like
So what got you into writing?
it.
Why did you want to write?
Well, I guess you could say I originally would write stories when I was younger. I enjoyed just creating things out of my mind. The first stories I can remember like writing when I was in elementary school were about my dog and I going on these crazy adventures. And I kind of got away from it. I've been an avid reader since I started reading really. But I finally got back into it when I was pregnant, kind of like as a way to deal with all the emotions, all the crazy stuff that comes with being pregnant and being a new mom and discovering everything that you need to discover. Um, and just kind of like took a chance on it and reached out to a few publishers before I decided to try self-publishing, and I've actually had a lot of success, surprisingly, as a self-published author. I have two published books and 3 short stories, and I'm working on 3 other novels currently. So,
Okay. So what do you do you go through like Amazon for your published books?
yeah, I
Yeah.
do Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing.
Yeah. A lot of people do, but nowadays, especially indie authors, just because A, they're cheap, and
Mm-hmm.
B, they're a lot simpler than a lot of other um indie author publishing sites out there as
Yeah. They have a lot of support, like help kind of stuff too.
well.
You
Yeah.
can go on and watch videos or find articles on how to like do certain things. And that's been really helpful with the whole self-publishing stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot easier to do. That's for sure.
Yes.
So who do you have? Do you have somebody that does your covers for you, or do you do them, or
I do a lot of them. Me and my husband both, we kind of have a little bit of a creative streak. We've got Photoshop and stuff that we go through and kind of just play around before we decide we like something. My book, Breaking Traditions, The Shifter and the Mage, I did pay somebody to do that cover, but everything else is just kind of out of our own creativity.
okay, so you really just do it all, don't you?
I try. Sometimes it's a little too much, but then I have to back off and let my stress levels go down. But
Right.
it's it's all been a learning process, but it's a lot of fun to create your own cover.
Yeah, so now do you have somebody who edits your books or do you edit?
Um, I for a little bit I tried doing my best at it, but I recently got in touch with a lady. Her company's Miss K Edits. I found her on Facebook, and she's done some editing for me. I really like how she edited my book, and I actually have a second edition of Releasing Her Power Within, which was my first novel published. She did an awesome job helping me fix up stuff that I missed completely. So I was really impressed with her work.
Yeah, I go through one. She's also an author too, and she does really good. She's very thorough and like very honest, and you need people like that,
Oh
especially
yeah.
with your own work, because we miss a lot of things. Even though we're authors, we're not perfect at all.
Nope.
So,
Nobody is.
no, none of us are perfect. Even like big selling authors, books that I've read, there's words in there that I'm like, what is this supposed to say? Like,
Yeah.
only so it's not just indie authors, it's all like big name authors too.
Yeah.
Um, how many words can you write in a day?
Oh Lord, that a lot of that depends on my 2-year-old. But really, if I can sit down and have some time to myself, I can knock out. Like yesterday, I actually knocked out about 8,000 words on something I was working on, and I just kind of got carried away. And my
In one
2-year-old was
day?
occupied; he was watching Paw Patrol, and I just went for it. And next thing you know, like an hour or two, I think, had passed. I don't remember. And I was like, oh, I need to cook dinner. So I had to stop.
It take
But
8,000 words in one day.
yeah, if that's the most I've gotten, I can't do that every day. I would love to. Oh my gosh, that would be awesome. But
Um,
the most
I'm lucky I can
on
get a
average,
thousand.
maybe 1,000 to 2,000, depending on the day.
I'm
So
lucky
it's
I
a
can get
lot right
1,000.
now.
Yeah, I'm lucky I can get 1,000 in. Um, do you read in the genre that you write in?
I do actually. It's one of my favorite genres. I do read pretty much a little bit of everything, just kind of whatever
Yeah,
catches my eye. But I've always been one to lean towards fantasy, paranormal, romance, just in general. I can sometimes, on depending on the book, I can pick it up and read one in a couple hours and be done reading it. It's kind of nice just to get lost in a book like that. It doesn't happen as much as it used to now that my son's into everything, but get those rare moments.
yeah, right. When he's sleeping, maybe. Yeah.
Yes. Take advantage of nap time.
Nap time.
Yeah.
Um, do you who would you love to write with, like co-author with?
Oh, man, that's a question I've had to dwell on multiple times. There's so many authors I really like. Oh, the pick one is hard. Oh, one author I've really enjoyed her books as of late is Ivy Asher. I
Yes,
really like
I know.
her
Yeah,
novel.
I actually just got one of her books. I don't remember the name off the hand, but I just I either read it or I have it on my Kindle or something. Yeah.
She's a really good author. And then Sarah J. Maas, oh my gosh, her
I
book,
love her.
the Throne of Glass series. Oh,
I own the whole entire series.
I binge read that so fast. The last book came out. I looked at the page numbers and was just like, okay, it's going to be a lot of lack of sleep for the next couple of days.
Right? I know there's sometimes where I'm up and I'm reading a book at like 3 a.m. and my husband just like wakes up to like go to the bathroom or something. He's like, "You're still up?" I go, "I keep
Yeah.
saying one more page, but it never happens."
Nope, it never does. Like just one more chapter. And then it's like 10 chapters later, you're like, oh gosh.
Yeah, right now I'm reading 5 Feet Apart.
Hmm.
So I've been wanting to read that book for a while. I'm starting to get into like contemporary romance too.
Yeah.
I've never really been big into it, but ever since 5 Feet Apart, like it's kind of like grown on me a little bit. So
Yeah, there's that book that'll pull you in every now and then. But
yeah, so I figured I'd read that and then probably go back to my fantasy.
it's the go-to. The
Yeah,
comfort books.
yes, exactly. Um, if you could have anybody in a fantasy world rescue you, who would it be and why?
That's another one I've thought over and I have that's a hard pick. So it almost depends on which book I'm reading at the time.
Could even be a movie. It doesn't necessarily have to be a book.
Oh, that's such a hard one. I don't know. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, so
Yes.
like to have Harry show up and kick somebody's butt, that would be cool. So
Yes.
yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Harry.
All right, I'll go. I'll agree with you 100%. I'm a huge Harry Potter nerd,
Yeah,
so
me too. Oh, my
You
son's room is actually decorated in a Harry Potter theme, and
no
it's
way.
pretty awesome. Yeah. We had the firebolt on the wall for a little bit, but it fell down during one of the earthquakes we've had here in Oklahoma that we randomly get. So I just haven't put it back up. But his name's spelled out in the letters and everything. We got a mural on the wall of Hogwarts. Yeah.
It's
So
so cool.
it is.
That-
I'm not ever getting rid of the mural.
No, I wouldn't. I definitely would not.